Building a tribe. This okay. So I've already done a couple of videos trying to like break off and trying to get more comfortable in front of the camera. And I've kind of shut off the little fears a little bit, the self doubt. And now I'm at the point I want to open up a little bit more about my background. And also sometimes I have people come ask for help and I just want to be able to like rather than have the same conversation 10 times in a row, just send them the information. And this is gonna be for branding. Or more specifically, how to build a tribe. And how I built 2 tribes. And how I've even built like a third smaller tribe. And when I say tribe, I see like a community. Like how I built a community. And I've did it once, did it again, and I did it a third time. Third time, a smaller one, but the first 2 ones are the most important. So I'll have people, mostly in the e-commerce side, but this is like for any business or if you want to build a community, it's like, what is a community? And how do you build one? I'll have the biggest thing would be like guys trying to start a streetwear brand, clothing brand. And they'll try to like build a community, like a brand for it, but they don't know what they're doing. And I can clearly tell because every picture is their merch. They're just selling to people, and people don't like being sold to. They like to buy things for themselves. They don't like being sold to, if that makes sense. So you need to give something to somebody like, hey, this is so you can buy it. This is for you. It's much harder trying to like what a lot of people do, like they'll come up with a solution and then they'll try to find a problem for it. Like, hey, here's this cool shirt or this cool thing or this whatever it may be. Put in whatever industry you're in. Let me find who wants it now. I invented this specific type of pizza or whatever it may be. Now let me find who wants it. That's the wrong angle. Because nobody is gonna want to buy your shit. Because nobody knows you, nobody likes you, nobody trusts you. But nobody even knows if that shit's good. Nobody's even told them it's good, and nobody even asked for it. So it's gonna be an uphill battle for you. But why would you do it to yourself? Why not instead, rather than come up with a solution and try to find out who's the solution for, look at a problem and then come up with a solution for that specific problem, for that group of people. Me, as you can probably tell by my background stuff, very like I've been in the firearms industry. I used to work at a machine gun factory. We used to be an armored Marine Corps. I used to sell guns, like very much in the firearms industry. I can talk to that community because I was part of it. Again, being military, I'm a veteran, and I can talk to Marines specifically, but I can talk to veterans. And my first brand was a Blue Falcon Award, so you can't really see the medals up there. Yeah, camera angle's all weird. A lot of those are like my medals and challenge coins that I made for Blue Falcon Award. And Blue Falcon Awards was a brand for, still is, for the service member that's in that hates it. You probably, if you have family in the military, they're like, oh, I fucking blows dick, it sucks, blah blah. They just have me do nothing, and that's who I was too. I was like, damn, like I hate it here. I don't enjoy this. This sucks. I wish I could get out, and I couldn't. So I took out my like frustration by like partnering up with this guy, and we made medals overseas, and then we would put dicks or like just funny stuff that would make us laugh because first members we have pretty darker humor than the average person, and we do like just off the wall stuff just for shock value, and guys really like them to this day. And I build a community. And how did I build it? At first, what he's tried doing was just putting the medals out there, like just pictures on social media, and that just wouldn't get traction. Because again, after this, if I post a picture of this hat, again, not saying this is a Bass Pro, remove this. It's a plain hat or whatever thing it may be. Hey, buy this. You keep on scrolling. Comes the next day, hey, buy this. Keep on scrolling. The next day, hey, buy this. You're gonna unfollow the page because it's like, stop shoving stuff down my throat. I hate that. People don't like that. Now, that's what he I think he was at 800 followers, the Instagram page. I started taking over, and I'm like, okay, what is our community like? They like memes. This is normally 18 to 26, 27-year-old guys. We do also have older crowd of vets, but that's like our main target. So it's like, okay, I am that guy. When I was back in, I know what they like. They like rude, humor, vulgar memes, and memes they can relate to. It's like if I'm trying to sell something to a soccer mom, I'm gonna put soccer mom memes. So like, hey, I know you can relate to me. I know what you're going through. I use this meme so we can build rapport. And then when I was like, hey, just so you know, I also have stickers, a t-shirt, a course, or something for sale. You're more likely to purchase it. Sense? Because again, you trust me a bit more. So with my brands, I would post memes. I would find other meme pages, and I would communicate with them, become their friends, and then I would get their graces, share memes, find tiny meme pages, share their memes, and eventually I would have people send me their memes, tag me on memes, and then people were like, oh, he's a meme page. Which it was also like, I wasn't a meme page. I just shared other people's memes. Which by all means is a meme page, but I didn't really create my own custom memes. Every couple pics, I would post a picture of my medal. This is in 2019, 2020. And COVID hit, and a lot more people were home, and that's why, like, yeah, a lot more people saw the memes, did well. People would see the memes, they would trust me, they would see how I would get the jokes. And I'd post like, hey, if you want to support the page, go buy a medal. We'll go buy medals, and it worked fine. Which again, you can do for you. For me personally, I just found that it's a small market. There's not that many people. Like, you have to, there's it's a very niche, and riches are in the niches kind of thing, because you can don't try to go too wide. Try to go as specific as you can when you first start a business, because you suck. You just suck. So why suck at such a big thing when you just focus on one sole thing? Like, you start playing baseball, football, or soccer, whatever. Like, you just focus on, like, this is I'm a goalie. I'm a defender. I'm second base. Like, whatever your main assigned position is, that's what you focus on, and you learn that before you try to learn everything else. Now it would like, yeah, like, you want to learn everything, but first make sure like you're good at your one thing. Let's see if that works for you, and it works for most people, because you're gonna get overwhelmed if you're like your first game of football and you can't do everything, or your first game of hockey, or whatever your favorite game is you just suck. But that's fine. You'll get better with it with experience. Same thing with business, or starting community, becoming an influencer, or whatever the fuck you want to do with your life. I tried. I can't remember what my point that I was trying to make. Yeah, you're just gonna suck when you start, but get started and start going in that path. I honestly did forget lost my train of thought. Again, this is one of the reasons why I'm making these videos, so I can stay focused, practice it more, so I can get better. But oh yeah, I know, niches. So stick with one niche, preferably something you're a part of. Now, I've seen other people. I remember seeing one guy talk to him. He was a young 20-some-year-old guy, and he was selling stuff to older ladies, grandmas. And as far as he's doing fucking amazing. He's doing great. But how long can you do that? Because it's already, like, I can see people, if you start doing something like, oh, like, I'll just sell this to this type of person, whatever, that's not you. There's a barrier that you have to go through of communication, because you just don't know, you can't relate to them that much, or they can't relate to you, and it's gonna be hard, uphill battle, and once you get there, it's gonna get boring, or you're not gonna enjoy it, because it's just not you, and you're gonna get bored and start something else. And I'd much rather have you just focus on one thing and grow that for the next 10-20 years. But again, people don't really think in long time horizons, not anymore, just ever. But focus on one thing, one product, for one person, one group of people, and one channel. Don't try to go all social medias. Go to one. Uh, I think Gary Vee is a good resource if you want to look at his stuff. He talks really in depth. Alex Ramosi, his earlier videos as well. Those are good resources that helped me. Uh, but okay, so for Blue Falcon Awards, I made the medals. Grew for about 3 years. Did well, but kind of like, there was too many issues in the sense of like the market was too small. You have to be military, have to have served, and then just being transparent as well. Like it's just expensive to make medals because we didn't make them here in the States. I made them overseas. I would go overseas and I would go to the factories, not me personally, but contact them, get them to make the medals. The molds will cost from $200 to $1,200, just the mold. I have to make at least 100, and if I didn't renew it within 2 years, the mold would expire, and I have to rebuy the mold. So it was this whole thing, and then they weren't like. It's still to this day like we'll go back and forth and like, hey, like, can we like cut this, blah, or yeah, it's. And then a lot, it's like it takes 6 to 8 weeks to make a single medal, a single design. So I've had guys like, oh, you should make this, and it's like, dude, it's gonna take me 6 to 8 weeks to pay all the money up front, make the quantities, get them shipped overseas, which is not cheap. It's not cheap. Get them, do quality control on all of them because obviously quality control is amazing. I'd have to go individually, go through all of them, do the marketing, push them out, and then dude, I had so many times where they wouldn't sell. I'd sell maybe 5, and I'm like, shit. I now have 95 of these medals. I'm $600 deep, let's just say, and it's fuck, dude. And again, I wouldn't make my money on the first drop. I'll make my money on the second drop. That's how it worked. It still works. That I would do it, and then I would make maybe $100, $200 because of the mold cost and everything. Like that's how much money I would make if I sold all 100 medals. And then the second time around, I didn't have to pay for the mold, so that's like 200 to 600 to 1200 or whatever design it was. Like that's how much money I cut. And then now it's a proven thing, and they'll sell faster, and I'll make profit maybe $500, $600 second drop. So it was profitable if the first time it worked. If the first drop didn't work, it wasn't. I lost money, or I made very little money, and I was like, okay, this sucks. I could make it work. I still know ways like I could do this different things to like really like put into the work into it, but it would take too long. And I'm like, honestly, I don't want to keep on making medals because I've been out for about 2 years. So keeping up with the military news, the regulations, the drama, and all that, it's like, I keep up with a little bit because I still have buddies in, but I don't want to do that anymore. I find it boring, and I'm not trying to like be like, hey guys, look at me, like trying to relate to younger kids. So I just like decided to move on. Went with fixed bayonets, which I actually don't have any members right now. So one day, and I was like, you know what? I really like World War II, like the history and the Marine Corps history part in World War II. So I was like, let me make some. Let's start a page, but just an aesthetics page. Now share history of the World War II. I would share facts, pictures, and I gained a decent following. And I was like, I could probably monetize this following if I offer to sell these designs as stickers or as designs. Like here's like one of them, like a sticker that I give it. It's like guys really like that image, and I was like, it would, like if I put in a sticker out of the 800 people that liked it, maybe 8 guys will buy a sticker. And if I get the stickers for $1 and if I sell them for $4, profit makes sense. Why not? Started doing that, got manufacturers, got print on demand, all that stuff. And then obviously I would make sure the stuff was quality too. Like if you're gonna do print on demand, I always recommend order it first, get the sample, and make sure it's like, yep, I can put my name behind this. Which takes long, and it can be expensive, but it's your name on the line. So give the extra thought of doing it. You know, so I did that. Grew fixed bayonets. Like right now I'm at like a 15k followers. Blue Falcon Wars at 31k followers on Instagram, Facebook. I think Blue Falcon Wars has 11k. Fixed bayonets got banned last August of last year because I was promoting violence. Uh, all good. It's Facebook, and then so now I'm trying to like slowly improve the that like I've already grown the community for both the pages. Now it's like let me give them more of what they want, which again like if you have a clothing brand or say you have a business, if I banned you from posting your products or your food or your earrings or whatever the thing you're selling, I tell you, you can't post these anymore. What would you post? And that's a legitimate question you have to think about. Like, what are you offering people other than your products? Like, what do you, what, again, what do you give to people? If all you give them is like, buy my stuff, you're not gonna last. 2 years, maybe 5 years if you're lucky, and you're gonna be gone. You're gonna be because I don't mean make enough money, or you're just gonna get bored. That's just the truth of it. So again, you have to like, what else can I give to people? With Falcon Awards, I give them more of a community, funny memes, and have like again people enjoy humor, the military-based humor. Six Bayonets, it's much more history leaning, train hard. Look at all these men back in the day, like the old breed that did more with less. And uh, like call to action, like go get fit, go train. Which again, the both communities are both military, but they're very different. But I am both of them. As a human being, like you're very complex. You're not just one thing. So think again, what's the one thing that you can really talk about? I mean, I could start another brand about being Hispanic. Be from the from South Texas. I could 100% start a brand about that. 100% start a brand about firearms or machine guns specifically because I built the things from scratch. I could there's so many things I could start a brand about, but it's like, what do you have the most trench knowledge about, or what do you excel at the most? And it's just like, yeah, I could do this, or it would be well. And again, it's the learning process. It's not a one and done kind of thing. To really figure out what works for you, what you can do, and what do you want to do. And again, what's your goal? What's your end goal? If your end goal is to just make an extra $2,000 a month, you don't have to start a business. You can go to eBay or you can go to Goodwill, do the stuff and sell stuff on the Facebook Marketplace, on eBay. You could make it easily $2,000. Sell furniture. You can learn how to refurbish stuff. You can do IT work on the side. You can drive Uber or Lyft or Uber Eats, or which again I don't know if those make extra $2,000 a month, but if you just want extra money, there's plenty of things you can do with your current skills. Now, if you want more, what skills are you lacking? And you, it's gonna be a hard conversation, or for some people to swallow, and be like, damn, like if I just knew how to sell, if I knew how to market, if I knew how to build a website, if I knew how to whatever it may be, learn it and start reaping the fruits of your labor and go forward. That got sidetracked from branding, but building a tribe. Again, it's like people like people. Show them that you're a person, which actually I need to start doing more myself, like validating. All my in my page, I just like like I used to be in the Marine Corps. But that's it. There's nothing really validating. There's no pictures of me in uniform, which for me it's like I don't like the idea. But I had another buddy mentions like, hey, like you may not like it, but people need to see proof that you're who you are. You're saying, or more like more behind the scenes or stuff. And I've been like on my stories, I put like, hey, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. What do you guys think? Get input from the community and have them have their say. And it's a learning process. You don't know what you don't know, and that's fine. You will learn. If you want, you will learn. You have all you have access to all the information of the world, so much free content, AI, which even like open source AI ones like uh probably if you see this in the future, it's probably already normal now. But you can create any realistic animations or videos with AI. It just came out like yesterday. And it's like that's really fun, scary for certain things, but it's also cool. I can see 100% like smaller businesses that really wouldn't be able to like pay for high-end photography. Be able to make their own videos, or animation studios be able to cut time in half because little minute things can just be animated with AI, or just seeing like the progress we've already made and we're gonna make is very very inspiring. With that being said, like with the resources right now today, you can start a six-figure business. You can make an extra $2,000 a month. You have no excuse to not be where you're at. The only excuse you have is you're ignorant. But once you admit you're ignorant, you can start looking for the answers you want and go from there. I'm not sure how long this video was. Before I just being transparent with you, I have like a Sony 6700 or something, whatever the fuck, and I couldn't record videos any more than 10 minutes. That's why all my old videos are like 8 minutes long. But I figured out like, oh, it's just high temp, got too hot. But I'm in Northeast Ohio in the winter, like, snowing outside. Because right now it's covered in snow, like 20 degrees. So I just tried to open the window, so now it's like nice and fresh in here. And hopefully she won't die. But that's it. Try to think of other stuff, like things I'd like to learn. Let me know down below if you see this. I'm still gonna try this YouTube thing for maybe another 3 weeks. See how I feel with it. See how comfortable I feel with it. If there's any want or desire from it, and if not, I think I might try. I just saw a video from Gary Vee this morning about like he's like Twitch streaming his work. He's just live. He's muted or has like background music or whatever, and he's in his office working. I think that's really really cool. I'm not at that level yet, but or I really like the Sam Sulek kind of like very minimal editing. I'm not an editor, and just the day in the life kind of thing. Obviously, he has his because he the bodybuilding and he has like prove the fact that he has it. I'm still learning the whole business field. It's still gonna take me a while to really find like where I fit the best. I think this is gonna be more of a personal brand. I did fix bayonets, find it fun, and I did Blue Falcon Awards and I find it fun, but I have all these other ideas in my head rather than just do just more another brand, another business. I was like, let me start a personal brand, and all these random ideas I get, I'll just put them in here. I'll just like put them in here, and just like people like it, people like it. It doesn't fit fixed bayonets, and it doesn't fix BFA. Put them in here, and that's kind of like the idea with these two. Like I do like coaching on the side a little bit, mentoring for some guys, and it's like I'll just film videos from now on, get comfortable. Like I said, I'll probably give it 3 more weeks, see how these do, see how people receive them, see how I feel afterwards, and then decide if I'm gonna again stick with this, switch to podcast, switch to shorts, switch to TikTok Reels, or Twitch streaming. I don't know. Just some like what's the best way for me to deliver this message that people want right now? Maybe YouTube isn't the best. Maybe it's another thing. It's experimenting. Same thing with you. Your people, where are they? How do they consume? And how do they prefer to receive their content? Okay, that's it.